bit. But Metizport, it's just really playing for honors, I suppose, really. HGE, Metizport both losing to mandatory yesterday mean that their chances of qualifying out of their group is slim, but there is a singular ascension point, which definitely adds up. These kind of things do. Maybe just a little bit of glory too. Haven's the map pick of Metizport on this attack. They're going to try and make this Teo Chinook work pre-nerf, as we sort of seen in yesterday's patch. And the post plant is very much in favor, but some damage, at least done a little bit more before it's looking to be a 1 versus 3.
Yeah, Hybert, although against the previous match he played, he was quite spectacular. I think throughout the season as a whole, Hybert has been insane. A 1v3 is asking quite a bit from now. Another spoiler, that's unfortunate. Cider ending up getting the pick up there. A triple kill as Metizport get themselves a first round on the board.
Certainly HGE, 2 overtime games. It's just that last map that didn't really work out for them. It was a hell of an experience, something to hold on to, grudge match later on in the year, perhaps. But HGE, they're on this anti-bonus. 2 players have dropped. The spike has been planted. That works out really nicely for HGE. As you're looking at HGE, they're still scouting out whether that Omen is actually teleported into the defender spawn. The more of a fake. Zero killer. Ooh. Really not afraid to get aggressive with a wide peek completely on his own, but this smoke on sight from the Omen means that he can't necessarily trade. It's lovely play of Famzy in this utility. Can't get a third. Cider takes him out.
I mean, even though Cider takes him out, Cake and Mitchell do the... Yeah, but there's no playing American football in Valorant here. This is cheeky. This is a position that normally no one really takes. Cake, though, he's able to fly under the radar, get a double kill.
So was the attacking camera placed after the fact?
Not sure. Probably after.
Last player standing.
That's a dangerous angle for Angrist. Right, they're trying to take attention away from where Mitchell is playing from. But this smoke gives the opening for Mitchell. Gets 3!
Spike down A.
How did he even get 3 there? Always having some solutions. It feels like Metizport aren't starting rounds with, you know, playing on equal grounds, on equal footing. It's just always HG with a number or 2 above.
Can I just say, just seeing as it's like on...
Because it's 2, could be the spray.
Ways to make it interesting for production. Yeah, can we get like the head-to-head screens like China has when it's a 1 versus 1, you know? Do that on the spot.
Okay, Cake playing whack-a-mole right now. And he's pretty damn good at it. Brings out the hammer, slaps him down. Anguish, though, will try and make it a little bit more difficult. Cake with the first ace I've seen on Challengers EMEA. That first pick is going to prove to be the biggest task, I think, for Metizport.
So Cake has 15 kills. Metizport in their entirety is 21.
Oh no, not again. Oh no, not again. HG just get away with it every single time.
Getting caught beforehand, preemptively. The operator's a really good counter call for it. And Anguist, who's usually so good at finding picks and opening, not invested into it.
I mean, they get the chance as a 4 seed from Challengers Northeast to get into Challengers EMEA, right? You'd want to be fighting for this final ascension point, right? You are literally playing for that.
I mean,
yeah, maybe.
Regardless, Metizport have so much to do to bring this back in the second half.
It's not over. Cake this time wasn't accurate with a headshot, but he's able to find the pickup eventually. He is being chased after. Thankfully for him, there is a trip, but it doesn't really matter. Famzy now finds himself to the back of the site. One more flash available if he wants to use it to exit his dimensional drift, but will use it without having to do that. TP away as Metizport are permitted entry into the C site, but it's treacherous. Oh, it is so damn tough to get the spike down when shot darts and lead is flying at you in every single direction. A solid half for HG as they end.
The tree trying to sneak into sewers and get timings on players, but instead it's a fast reset to a C split.
It is Burzy trying to hold the line here. Able to connect with the first shot, finding the opener goes to Metizport. And the follow-up as well from Anguist, although it's still a 4v3.
This peak from Nest, this has been pretty much a consistent death spot when Metizport were attacking. The Paranoia is even going to be dedicated. With the serial killer check. Oh, that's a hell of a flick, actually.
And now there's some extra pieces falling together here for HG, but Chinook now has easy pickings as the 2 remaining players are very low. So Cake on 27. That's where Jusu is, which is a positive. He's able to block from where he's coming from. The read drops the smoke. Juicy peeks and Cake knows. But again, 1 shot away from his death. And he knows. Has to go for the spike pickup. Chinook is patient. makes it a headshot for position for both of these players to move through. So maybe HGE won't be thinking about it, but they do jump, and Famsi has heard it. He's nearby to try and deal with it as well. That's the first. He did hear a second jump, so he's knowing that someone else is around, so turns around just in time against Cider. And Famsi just keeps it going. And I think he's calling, give me the ace, lads. Use him as cannon fodder. I don't think he'll be surviving the spike. Oh, he does survive the spike explosion. And there are also a couple more guarantees with the like of Famsi. Cage around as well. Cage drops, and I think it's just on time. Oh, the trip might have just come after, so Jusu is able to
good trade.
Flow under the radar for just a little bit. Still, though, this is close. 2 versus 2 as a collapse from the B side has come in as well on the defuse, but not enough. HGE are clean on these holds. Oh.
It's you and me.
Okay, well, Famsi just gives out the information. But it's Cider that gets caught against Mitchell. Mitchell will be winning it. He has been super good on these kill contracts. And I think Metizport will want to forget about this map. Has not gone their way at all. Armageddon forced out as well. And I felt like that was the final answer really for Chinook. Guided salvo is avoided. Hyper disallowing the entry for Chinook, leaving Anguis all to himself. This is not easy at all, especially when Famsi is running at you with the shorty. 13-4, a dominate.
An RGL that's tenured, that has that experience to sort of do what Enzo did for mandatory. Cider's in the game.
Yeah,
Spike
and Cider
down,
definitely
B.
very valuable. 2 players taken down already. Paranoia is so good. Hits both players back of sight. And now they're slowly closing in on them. Anguis, all that remains. He's going all the way around. You can expect that to be the case. But Famsi, he's low. Could be doable, and it is. Anguis, can he isolate another? Yes, he can. Oh, dear me. But the smoke drops. So avoiding that contact, going all the way around to Cake. Now he's realized that enough time has passed, but who's getting the kill here? We get the spoiler of the round. Win. But this is a positive sign for Metizport, Ryan. You were talking about, yes, you get damage, build confidence here. But it's really set themselves nicely. Did they just give a Vandal over to Mitchell? It has. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that.
No need to play that aggressive when you know that you're pretty much on a full buy against a bonus. 3 versus 2. I need to double check whether you are. He's just constantly setting us for a spin.
But it's Famsi now all to himself. Finds a Vandal. Gravity well avoided, but has to go for the reload. At least the Guarded Cyphers missed the mark. He goes deep, but it's up against 2. And with no time, this round is down and out. But HGE can already be happy with the 3 picks they have collected. Spike explosion. Anguis drops.
Yeah.
Even happens. Drone coming through, so it does reveal the position of the couple. It does get broken. Paranoia out. Burzy needs to be careful here as he is holding down the backside. He doesn't have any reinforcements. He has to deal with this fight alone as the rest of them have dropped back. Still, gets one down with him. But here come the salvos to deny the defusal. Cider trying to hold that line of fire, but you know that Mitchell's going aggro here, and he's buying enough space for his teammates to get onto the spike. Gravity well denies it yet again, though. HG still can keep the numbers going for them, but now they're running out of pieces of utility. Anguis getting himself to the backlines, has himself control over the heavens, and he's there just in time to deny the defuse. What on earth are these rounds? But it's Metizport to take the cake.
Here,
30
but sees
seconds
2.
left.
It's enough for a fast rotation. A stun is going to come in, and he's still managing to hold down this ground. He's surrounded, and he's able to get one onto Jusu.
The thing is, you have it from the shadows from Sakake that makes him appear to the back of the site already. Famsi also winning his fight with Anguis trying to cut off rotation. Sakake's still alive, still a menace. Spike not going down, you can't be comfortable. It can't be easy, but look how far away Sakake has gone. All the way around, but caught off by Chinook. 2v3. Make that a no v3 because HG would
Stop you from doing any of that. No pinging the spike anymore, so they have to be really careful on how they approach this fight.
Up this Fury onto Cider. It's already tagged him very low. What was that flick? And now has to run out of bullets, so does reload, but Burzzy's got his teammates back for a little while. It's hard to stay on the stick when Metizport by a couple of trips here, but he still stays alive, which is crucial. Serial killer's within a smoke. Very dangerous. But I think he has a way to get out. He doesn't get out. He wants to get even deeper into the fight. Though HGE are winning so many of these engagements, Cider not able to escape the brawl. Chinook cannot take that fight as he pleases, as HG are hop, skipping, and jumping on their screens. That's really good. That's really, really nice. Yeah, that not so much. Not much of a follow-up there for Jusu. Angus, though,
nice.
is able to bring things...
You know?
I mean, the best casters are the ones that take it simple. I don't know if that's actually true, but either way, they could be. Not nice. Look, we've seen a 2v4 before, but I feel the fact that HG hold all the cards here. And they know that they're just hiding in the smoke because they've just looked everywhere else.
Yeah.
So we're looking at it. Ridiculous. Now, what else can be done about this? HG turn their attention towards the B side, but that's where most of Metizport have their defenses. Angus and Jusu win their individual fights, and just like that, the site has been pretty much taken over by Metizport. Cake try to.
Hoping
But
for a
they've made
good
the right
recon.
call.
Yeah, they've got 4 people stacked on B.
They spot out Jusu here. Mitchell ends up with the first pick, so it might be encouraging for them to just drop in. He's low, but a lot of players just lurking around. But there are so many smokes all over the place. You don't know where, who is hiding, and when, and how. Cake with a double. It is brilliant, but now HG need to make sure that the spike goes down. 20 seconds. Angus being a menace. Famzi finally putting him to rest. Poseida is now just rotated around from the A site. Guided salvo to try and do some damage, get side out of position, but Famzi holds down the line. Safe
Onto the B site. The HG going elsewhere. Tail and Breacher here to deal.
Good paranoia. I think it catches both of them. Mitchell, high ground, but Buzz is able to read it, and he has to drop below. And he's even able to find a second one here. Metizport have been solid on the defensive. They're very disruptive. Cake. Stellar performance all day, but Serial Killer didn't quite realize that corner was covered by an opponent. Cake again able to clean up just a little bit, give him some space for the plant. Walks into the TP, they know where he is, so the pre-fire from Anguist will do the job. It's a close affair. Work, smoke, Cake TP's instantly in. So he takes the high ground here, and just Jusu's waiting onto the back line, waiting to see if they can deal with the Cypher before he takes the fight in. But they're just wasting a lot of time at this point. The spike is ticking down. Metizport looking to go aggressive, rolling Thunder used up. Anguist not missing it, not quite creating his chance. HG just taking it over. And now Jusu is too late to the party. Can't help out on time. Will end up being eliminated. Going down directly underneath Anguist's nose. He knows of it, but he doesn't know when to pounce. It's a bit awkward. But Cake can't quite deliver on that fight. Hyber knows he has to play aggressive. Jusu and Anguist from Metizport are holding down the fort. And now it's all down to Serial. Metizport for once are actually grouping up together and not going to be taking any chances with this one. Clearing out backside. Serial Killer with a swing. Gets him damage across, but he needs more than that. He needs a pick and he needs it quick. Stand up from the start.
Just before the extra breaks it, just to make sure that the Silver wasn't spotted in the high ground, but the Execute's going to be coming in. Anguist holding the ground, but Mitchell wins the fight. Is Chinook able to trade? He can. The recon dart is able to get him, but Cake gets him through the smoke. Means that the numbers are in favor. No Cosmic Divide available or Hunter's Fury. 2 players from Metizport dying with ults.
Yeah, Jusu's going to try and chase after them though. And he's able to isolate one. Cake usually really good in positions like this, but this time won't be able to help out his team. Serial, though, is the one that has done a lot so far this round. How much more can he find? Damage done. Jusu tries to find the opportunity with a stun. Goes completely berserk. Just punch it in the ground. Metizport being patient for now, trying to see what type of push HGE will try and go for. As you wanted to try and split up the effort, Hyber does go aggressive, get the pickup. Mitchell and Famzi and Hyber all drop instantly. Metizport win on all fronts, determined to make Abyss their own, wanting to go over to the Decider on Pearl to see if they can get themselves that final ascension point.
Bind or Abyss, you know, Bind being a pretty common permaban. I don't think we've cast it. We've cast it once so far this year, I think, Pavlos, just because of how little teams want to play it. Metizport just want to win a pistol again. Won most of them.
Yeah, they have, and it really helped them out on the previous map. Let's see if it will this time. Shot that running directly where Anguist is. Oh no. You consider this player out. It's quite cracked.
He's got 6 bullets.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. No one said it was going to be. Cake though. Where's our drone? Try and clear Famzy, but it's just gone all the way around. Wow, okay, and he ends up with a pick. Could have gone with the second one if he was accurate with a headhunter, but no. I think HG will want to use this as an opportunity to walk into the A site now that they knew how far forward Cider had to walk. Outlaw coming out from the hands of Mitchell. It's the Bucky that does its work. Juicy, though, at the backside denies it all. Blinking, you miss it. This round has changed situations 2 times already. But it's Jusu's dominance on the A site.
Over towards B is going to keep 2 defenders rotated over. So on the site itself, it is going to be a 3 versus 1, maybe 2. As it is looking like Berzy's about to join into the fray, try to peek for a smoke to catch people. He does, but he's traded.
The defenders from Metizport seem to be really solid on this A side. Hyper wants to take the fight to them, but the high-low is just too strong. Reposition accordingly, and it's a 4v4 now on this retake, and Metizport have already arrived. 2 Cosmic Divides, and there's a slither where 2 attackers are hiding within. Cider is able to drop out, catch out Famzy, so things are looking better for Metizport on this retake. They're getting most of these kills. Cake is all by himself, and he's up against a 3. The jump up from Anguist is exactly what he needed, albeit he goes down. Are looking to defend. Famzy looking at front line, allowing the clone to go in first and the TP potential to find it, get close to it. Here we go. Mitchell catches Anguist off guard, not knowing when to shoot and when and how. Berzy, Jusu, the only 2 players remaining. I feel like HG might have just done it. Schiller drops. Wow. Spotted though, so he has to rendezvous back. Serial Killer trying to follow up on Mitchell's. What? Chinook gets a shot through the smoke and now backs up Anguist on his turn. His spree. Cake on the lurk, but it's well telegraphed. Chinook was online this, so that has rejuvenated after that first map loss against HG on Haven. Chusu also hitting them from sidelines. Hyper wants to go aggressive here, tries to see what he could do, but he is jammed. It's difficult in a situation like this. Mitchell and Serial Killer try to keep it close, but Metizport just collapse on them with sheer numbers. A bit of a change in approach. 4 players looking at pushing outside of the A site. Hunter's Fury enabled. Is that enough of a distraction? Flash coming through. Berzy is able to find 1 pick, but has to drop back here.
So the Cosmic Divide is going to enable HG to go for this execute. Aldrin to see if it's a fake or not, to get information, maybe even a kill through the pings, but Jusu getting the player that was just out in the open. Cake.
Seconds, but I don't know if you want to be waiting for that one. Oh, still guarded. They know where Hyber is, so Chinook is able to pre-fire through the wall. Make sure he gets the guarantee pick, not quite the flick onto Serial Killer. So it is some sort of a stabilization for HGE, but you require Famzy.
Oh, catch these players as they make their way into art. No kills, but 2 tags. Famzy high below.
And you have to play respects to that here. HG have to drop back and not really go too aggressive, but Hyber's position, even though it's telegraphed, ends up getting the 1 pick before he drops. Not too bad for HG. Not initially taken down, but it spotted 2 players in the process. Touching the spike, keeping them busy. Gravity well still available though, so this is going to be difficult. I feel this time HG have got this under lock and key. Serial Killer gets a triple to at least pad up the stats. Anguist wants to make it some way competitive, but it won't be happening this time.
And Famzy is not afraid to sort of go and face this.
Similar to what we saw from Metizport earlier on with Anguist taking aggressive positions here to the back of the site, but it doesn't seem like he needs to go too aggressive as Metizport appear to walk into him, hit him before the rest arrive, but Hyber's not going to give him that delicacy. He might. He really might. He knows both players are a little bit low, so he's going to give it. He could go. That's Anguist down. And 12 points of health on Berzy is nothing for Hyber. Not allow any other players approach so they can just close this one out together. Going to try and play as a unit. Cake has been spotted. Serial Killer not though. So that he allows to do anything he pleases. That is clean stuff for Serial Killer and Cake on this defensive side.
And then yeah, no smokes. HG knew the assignment and they played it well.
I mean, it looks like HG are good at their homework, especially on this defensive side. Yeah, no one's really been that naughty.
I take them out.
That was a naughty play though for Berzy.
Spike
It's okay,
down,
good for 2 there. Actually, Metizport this round.
Pick up a main rifle, he's playing it with the Guardian.
See if he will ace this test.
Trinity.
Oh, so far so good, but can't quite find the player defusing. Oh, the angle is rough. Mitchell able to put himself back
in the right spot, and I feel like we've seen this before, Pavlos.
Yeah. It might be just walking into a trap. Mitchell with first blood, and it just makes the situation that much more worse, but Juicy at least is able to open up the back line and create some more space. 10 seconds, but you need to get onto the spike and you need to do it quick. Burzy looking to buy some space, but Serial Killer with a shorty not able to seal the deal there. Of health left on him, and that's going to deplete his confidence into this next exchange. Hyper though, fueled with energy, wanting to take the fight to Anguis, and they know they've done damage to Burzy, but
really just making use of this space a bit more. Been given up. Here's that duel between the chambers again. Famzy winning out this time.
And Hyper wins the other fight against Anguis.
30 seconds.
And Famzy, instead of dropping back, just walks forwards because it's safer there. For sure.
Teleport's gone.
Famzy may be losing his life here, but I don't think they quite know that Cake has gone all the way around as well, so they need to be careful of their backline. I'm not quite sure Serial Killer will let them plant either. 5 seconds. They're going to let this one go, but Cake isn't going to let them go. They are going down, and there is nothing Metizport can do about it.
Yep.
You've got to entertain it.
30 seconds left.
Well, the Cosmic Divide's going to be the thing that tries to open it up. Backside cleared.
Oh.
Open it for Juicy, you might be right.
That's the first pick. That's promising. So Cake not going to let them breathe though. Burzy backing it up. Hyper has to readjust, but Shinnick is jumping in his face with a Bucky. Shinnick might have gone all the way around. He spotted him. Now he needs to figure out where the other one is. He's not towards Library, his main. And Serial hasn't looked at that position once. The Hunter's Fury comes through, but it's Shinnick's pick. Something. A theme, I'd rather say, for this group. Famzy finds first blood though, and this time not traded. HG playing off of an advantage. Mitchell, he doesn't really need to be here, but he didn't know they'd be ahead in numbers. Shinnick is not going to expect this. Oh, misses the first couple shots, but...
This one.
No, I don't think they do either. Sure, Juicy did pop off the previous round, but with Famzy's holding down the line with an operator, it just implicates difficulty for sure. Mitchell able to find a couple towards the end to create an entire triple kill for that round, a hat trick.